Welcome back to Achieve More. Today I am sharing some awesome Excel time saving tips that I know you will love. I am going to walk you through 4 hidden features that are perfect for those of us with busy schedules. You might not have heard of these before, but once you see them in action, you will wonder how you ever worked without them. Number 1 is quick jump bookmarks. Excel doesn't have a built in bookmark feature, but there's a cool trick you can use to achieve the same result. This is especially useful for larger workbooks with many tabs. Let's say you frequently need to access a specific spot in your file, like a section at the bottom of the tab. Normally, you would open the workbook, end up on a different tab, and then have to scroll and search for the section you need. Instead, you can create a bookmark for that exact location. Here's how you do it. Well, you just have to use this little box here. This is a box that you probably look at every single day, but had no real use case for it, unless you are an Excel pro. Then you are probably using this. But if you haven't used it so far, you can use it now as a bookmark. Just select your cell and then go to the name box and type in a name for your bookmark. So I am going to call it report. You can't have any spaces here. Then press enter. It's helpful to use a consistent naming convention for your bookmarks so they stand out. This is important because the name box include any tables you have in your workbook and you might be using the name manager for other purposes. Now that we have a bookmark for this cell, what does this mean? It means that we can be anywhere in our workbook and we all have to do is click on the drop down to jump to our bookmark. You can also just type in the name of the bookmark. For example, here is report. I'll type it in, press enter, and jump directly to that location. This is a great way to use the name box, which create names in the name manager. If you ever want to delete a bookmark, go to formulas, name manager, find your bookmark, click on delete, confirm with OK, and that bookmark is gone. This trick makes navigating larger workbooks much faster. Now let's move on to the next trick. Imagine you have just received this dataset for the first time. It includes column for month, product, items sold, customer ratings. Now I want to quickly find out across all time periods which 5 products have the highest ratings. How would you go about finding this? What if I told you you can do it with just 2 clicks? You simply click here once, then click on Analyze Data. Sometimes you might find your answer immediately. But since this is a specific question, we will type in give me 5 products with the highest customer ratings and press enter. The result shows the upper 5 product by average customer ratings. Now all I need to do is insert a pivot table and I get my answer on a separate sheet. I can adjust the pivot table setting from the pivot table fields menu. If I want more details on the product with the highest ratings, I can double click and it creates a new sheet with all the details. This feature is standard for pivot tables, but the great thing is we didn't even need to know how to create a pivot table. All we had to do was go to home, click on analyze data, and the rest was just a click or two away. It's like having a mini data analyst right in your spreadsheet. Next up is one click forecasting. This feature is a lifesaver for anyone dealing with sales or revenue data. Imagine being able to forecast your future sales easily. Well, you don't have to imagine because we are going to do it together right now. Here I have sales data from January 2024 to February 2024. Let's say I want to forecast my sales for the next year and a half. All I need to do is select my dataset by pressing Ctrl A, then go to data and forecast sheet. That's it. My future sales data is automatically forecasted and it even accounts for seasonality. Now it's forecasting many future periods, but I can adjust that right here. For the forecast end, I can click on this calendar picker and set it to the end of December. Under options, there's the confidence interval, which is set to 95%. This means that 95% of my future data points will fall between the lower bound and the upper bound, shown here. Seasonality is set to detect automatically, but you can also set it manually. Once you are happy with the settings, just click create and there you go. You have your chart with future sales data forecasted. You can make any adjustment you need under formatting or chart design since this is a standard Excel chart. The great thing about this feature is that you also get a table accompanying the chart. You can see the lower and upper confidence bounds for your future months. Any adjustment you make to this table will automatically reflect in your chart. The next time saver is the Quick Analyze tool. It's like having your own personal Excel assistant. For example, if I have units sold for different product and want to quickly highlight values above 1500, I can press Ctrl plus A, then Ctrl plus Q to bring up the quick analysis tool. This tool shows a variety of options. We can quickly add spark lines, turn the data into a table, add total for sum, average, count, and more. We can also easily add charts. If I hover over the chart options with my mouse, I can see the different chart that can be immediately inserted with just a click. If I want to apply some conditional formatting, I can go to the Formatting tab in the Quick Analysis tool. To use shortkeys, I can press Tab and see how things look with data bars, color scales, and more. For a specific example, let's say I want to highlight values where the units sold are above 1500. I will go to the greater than option, press Enter, change the value to 1500, and choose the color I want to use. Like I can use this green fill. You can also use a custom format if you prefer, but I'll stick with green fill in this case and click OK. The conditional formatting will be automatically applied, highlighting all relevant values. Now what if I wanted to add spark lines to this? I am going to do Control A, Control Q again. You don't even have to press Control Q. If you come to the side and you can click on this little icon, this menu is going to pop up. Let's go to Spark Lines and add a line spark line. Now we can quickly see the monthly trend. If you wanted to add running total to this, again, let's just highlight. This time I'm going to go down and click. Go to totals and select running total. And automatically we get a running total added. So check this out. Here we get the sum of January and here we have the sum of January all the way to March. For February, it's just January and February. All of these calculation and visuals are just a click away. Well, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like and subscribe to our channel for more such videos.